All right, so low key, I wasn't even gonna do this show tonight, right? But I just realized I got some things I got to get off my chest. Uh, so here we go. Uh, Number one, let's go ahead and start here. Um, One of the things I'm gonna get into pet peeves, right? I guess that's what I could call this show tonight. Uh, I'm ranting about pet peeves. That's what I'm gonna call it. That is exactly what I'm gonna call it. All right. So here's my first pet peeve that has just come up a variety of times this week, right? This is not something that just started being a pet peeve of mine. It's been a pet peeve of mine. It's been a pet peeve of mine for as long as I can fucking remember. It bothers me. There's things that just bother me, and these things that bother me tend to piss me off. My mama told me when I was a kid, when I was 2, I was in the back seat wherever I was, and I was talking about I was pissed off. I've been pissed off since I was 2 about just different things. I can imagine the 2-year-old me and what I was pissed off about. You know what I'm saying? I could see myself sitting in the back seat, just perplexed as hell. Just this car seat is pissing me off. I can see myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see my 2-year-old mind going into that, right? But here's one of the things that's pissing me off currently. No, I can't say one of the things that's pissing me off currently. Here is the thing that I'm going to discuss right now that pissed me off this week, that has pissed me off the better part of my life. I cannot stand. It irks, bothers, irritates, and annoys me when people say this. Man, I had to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. What else is 5 a.m.? Or when people say, I had to get up at 5 a.m. and then somebody else be like, in the morning? No, 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 not in the morning. 8 a.m. means something different now. It means something different. You know what I'm saying? And for the love of Ray J, when you go to look up antimeridium, it's not antimeridian. It is not There are so many people that I hear talking about, oh, AM is antimeridian and PM is prime meridian. No, the fuck it's not. That's longitude and latitude. That is not what AM and PM mean. AM and PM does not mean anti meridian and prime meridian. It means ante, 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 meridium. It's Latin, not English. It's not anti. It's not. It's Latin. Antimeridian, post-meridian. Antimeridian means everything up to 11:59 a.m. because at 12 it becomes post-meridian, right? So you got before noon is AM, antimeridian, and then PM, post-meridian, afternoon, before noon, AM, PM. So if somebody says 5 a.m., it only means morning. So yes, it is 5 a.m. in the morning. The hell other time could it? So that annoys me when people be like 5 a.m. in the morning. Hey man, it's either 5 in the morning or 5 a.m. Pick one, not both. And I would say just blatantly, it sounds stupid. Clearly it doesn't, because it's too many of y'all that do it. So what I will say is it sounds stupid to me. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it sounds stupid to me to say 5 a.m. in the morning. What the hell other? So that's a pet peeve of mine. So I plan to get into a few things again. Didn't even want to do this show, but I won't be on here for long, for real, for real. And so, because I'm really only gonna hit like 2 or 3 topics. Did you hear that Trump like is bringing back DEI? I'm gonna get into it and a couple other things tonight. I don't know, towards the opinionated. Let's go. What up, though? So, yeah. I'm gonna talk about some stuff that's gonna piss some people off. And the crazy thing is, I could care less. I could care less. I do not. So let's get into it. So Trump is bringing back DEI, but with a drastically different definition. So instead of diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI will now stand for division, exclusion, and indoctrination. That is the new definition of DEI. It's division, exclusion, and indoctrination. Because, hey, man, y'all don't see where this is going. I don't think y'all really understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, it's just Proud Boy-esque white boys wanting to get froggy and just keep running up on brothers that keep knocking their ass out. I don't understand it. Like, watch YouTube. See what your other mayo skin brethren have befallen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not working out in your favor. Like, y'all are like and forever since Trump been in office. You know what I'm saying? Like, and forever. This goes back to when the hat got tossed and you had Black Aquaman swimming across the bay to go and whoop some folk. You know what I'm saying? So that's just it's just not working out for you. Like, Trump is emblazoning Proud Boy-esque MAGA supporters to feel like for some reason you are the great white hope that's going to run out in the middle of the street and start talking trash to some black dude and not get beat up. You're gonna run over and get to poking some brother in the chest, and he just gonna look at you because he knows what he can and is about to do to you. Okay, PSA, white people. Um, when black people, I can't say black people because black men and black women, when they about to get you, do different stuff. Black women is easy. When they get to taking off earrings and you know what I'm saying, like they little elbows go out, it's the cutest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? It's the cutest thing ever when a black woman is about to fight. It'd be so it's cute to be. You know what I'm saying? It's the cutest thing ever. But Proud Boys, listen what I'm about to tell you. When a black man turns sideways, in boxing we call it getting skinny. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're like this, we're a really big target. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot easier to hit. But when we turn sideways, the target gets a lot slimmer. You know, we get skinny. When a black man gets skinny and hikes his pants up in boxing, again, to avoid getting hit, coaches will tell you either slip it, duck it, or get completely out of the way. You slip, duck, pivot, you do something. You know what I'm saying? You backpedal, you do something. When you see that skinny and the tugging of the pants, bruh, get skinny. You about to get punched in the face hard. Because just peep, if we get skinny, and this is right here, where you think it's going? If you just stand there and watch it hit you, like I want to be the dude. I don't even want to be the dude that hit you. I want to be the dude that's standing there that gets to reenact Martin. And while you're knocked the fuck out, I just get to look at you and be like, Cole, you stupid. That's what I wanted. That's the role I wanted. Cole, you saw him get skinny and hike his pants up, and you didn't move. You stupid. That's what I want to do. That's the guy I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because woe be unto one of you retarded. If I hit you, it's gonna feel like a video game. I'm gonna knock the soul out your ass. You know. So leave me alone. I'm not the one. They don't call me Scrap because I run fast. I be telling people that. People ask me, man, why they call you Scrap? Because I run fast. I can't fight. I ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Until you really get the transparency out, and I'll let you know. There's two reasons you can find out why they call me Scrap. There's the easy way, and there's the real easy way. The real easy way is just me explaining to you that, hey, I've been boxing for a long time. I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit with my hands. I know how to defend myself. I can take care of myself. That's why they call me Scrap. That's the easy way. The real easy way is me beating your ass and showing you. That's experience is the best teacher. That's the real easy way. Beat your ass and show you why they call me Scrap. You won't have to question it no more. There it is. So, diversity, equity, inclusion is now going to be division, exclusion, and indoctrination, because that's exactly what he's doing. He's dividing the country. You know what I'm saying? He is dividing the Latino community that is trying so hard to fit into the white community with the rest of the Latino community. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the splinter cell that are actually MAGA, because the Latino community that actually voted for Trump, thinking that, oh, he's gonna bring uh, he's gonna bring some financial stability to the nation, and and it's gonna be, this economic boom, and it's not. It hasn't been. Oh, the tariffs. The tariffs has been fucking everybody up. tariffs. Tariffs. Okay. He's divided black people and white people, because not all black people and white people. I'm again referring to your proud boyish triple K following white people. At times it's hard to tell y'all apart from everybody else, but all we gotta do is talk to y'all for a second, and we figure it out. But so there's a division there. There's division amongst white people, because you have the whites that disagree with every single syllable that comes out of his mouth, and then you have the whites that defend every single syllable that come out of his mouth. You got black people in division with each other, because you got some that really believed it. And then you got your MAGA blacks. Those are the ones Harriet Tubman would have shot. Those are the ones Harriet Tubman would have shot. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that have been like, I'm gonna go with y'all and go so far and be like, you know what? I'm scared. I'm gonna go back. You was never scared. You were a plant, and Master sent your ass to see how the hell we got to where we got, and so you can go back and tell them, so they can catch everybody and bring everybody back to the plantation. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna die today. Harriet Tubman was like, you either going with us or you going with the Lord. One of the two. But you ain't going back to that plantation to tell nobody nothing. You either going with us, cross this river, running from these dogs, you either going with us or you going with Jesus. Your choice. Choose wisely. Because I'm not playing. This 38 is not playing with you. Choose wisely. Right? So, there they go. So, and I don't know why, like, there's been this like super big push to take down black structures and not teach the history that, and again, I caught so much flack on social media between YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, saying that, there was no, I ain't gonna say so much flack. It really wasn't so much flack. There was a few commenters that didn't agree with me saying, or didn't understand me saying. I'm gonna say that, you know what I'm saying? Because they may not have understood exactly what I was saying in regards to, there's no such thing as Black history. They may have taken that poorly. They may not have watched the whole reel. They may have just heard that clip, they little attention span fluttered off, and didn't watch, because that happens. That happens. It'll be reels that I make, and then I'll read the comments, and it'll be somebody in the reel that'll say something crazy, or in the comments that'll say something crazy about the post, and somebody else in the comments be like, you didn't watch the whole video. He explains it later on. You had to watch the whole video. And my reels is only like a minute and a half long. Goodness gracious. Your attention span can't get held for 90 seconds? Nope. Let me go ahead and answer my own question. Nope. The attention span of a goldfish, 8 seconds. You got 8 seconds to capture the attention of some of these people. And after that, it is a burrito. It is a wrap. All right. So, yeah. But I caught some flack by saying there was no such thing as Black history. And for those of you that's willing to pay attention and listen, I stand by that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Black History Month. Every month is Black History Month. Like, there is no one month that should be devoted to Black history. January, Black History Month. There's a month of shit that everybody of African descent did to contribute to the month of January. February, Black History Month. There is a calendar full of shit that people of African descent did to contribute. And here's another way that somehow they're trying to divide Black people from other Black people. Oh, my ancestors didn't come over here on no slave ship. My ancestors was already here. Okay. Okay. That's good. That shouldn't cause you to separate yourself from people whose ancestors did come over here on slave ships. Why does that bother you so much when Martin Luther King Jr. talks about the ancestors of slaves? That shouldn't bother you. He wasn't talking about you. So if your ancestors walked over here, sailed over here, however they got over here, where'd they come from? Africa. The slaves came from where? Africa. They was your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had a lineage together. However you got here, whether you came here voluntarily before the slave trade, or whether you came here during, and I mean you as your ancestors came here during the slave trade, it does not matter. That should not separate us. Tell your history. You know what I'm saying? You are part of the original America, not the United States. There's a difference. America was America before the United States became the United States of America. This was still North America. This land was still called America, right? No, actually, because Americanus, nah, it wasn't called America. It wasn't called America. But what we know as America was America before the United States took it. You know what I'm saying? It was America before the United States took it. And let's keep it a buck. It's because of Black people that the United States even is what it is. And I'm not even talking about the integration and the technological advancements that Black people have contributed to this country. I'm talking about even the expansion of the planes, right? Because had it not been for those damn Haitians knocking off your boy, what's the midget? Napoleon. Had it not been for the Haitians knocking off the French, all that Louisiana Purchase shit wouldn't have went down like that. That's why the French sold it for the dirt, because they needed the money. They lost the war. The Haitians went down there and knocked their ass, right? So thank you, Haitian brethren, for you having pretty much the whole Midwest. Missouri, Louisiana, Oklahoma, all that. That's thanks to the Haitians knocking Napoleon. Little bitty motherfucker. Anyway, so whoa, crazy. When I say that Black people help to make this nation, that this is like to say for somebody that is a racist white person to be like, Well, what if you don't like it here? Then go home. Pussy, I am home. You go home. I've been here longer than you. Like, let's say you are one of the ones that walked over here. Your ancestors walked over here or sailed over here. You know what I'm saying? You can say to them very definitively, "You go home. I got more of a stake in this country than you do. You go home. You the immigrant." You know what I'm saying? Like, your ancestors was the immigrants. We originals. You know, we originals. It ain't nothing but originals and natives here. You know, so yeah, you go home. Take your ass back home. You know, I am home. You know, now to the ones whose ancestors came over here involuntarily, and you be like, well, and some racist dudes like, well, why don't you go home? Again, you go home. You an immigrant. We was forced over here, but then since we've been here, we've contributed more than you have. You did? Again, every month is Black History Month. Like, you can go every single day of every single month of the entire 365-day year, and you'll find something that somebody black did, invented, contributed, fought for. You know what I'm saying? Black people done fought for every damn war this country done. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I ain't trying to hear it. All right. So, lastly, what time is it? Oh, yes, it is getting time. I need to get this out of my chest for very specific reasons. Had a conversation like about this today, and I feel that it is very important to restate. I've stated this before, but I got a very specific reason as to why I need to state it now. Everybody has heard the phrase "blood is thicker than water," right? Everybody's heard blood is thicker than water, and that means what? Well, that erroneously has been translated to mean your family is more important than your friends or anybody else. That, ladies and gentlemen, is incorrect. That is a manglement. It is a misleading phrase or misleading phraseology of what the original statement was. The original quote was this: "The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb." It wasn't blood thicker than water. That's a quote. That is a watered down version of what it actually said, and it's the opposite of what it actually means. Blood thicker than water actually was the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Now, what does the original quote mean? The bonds that you form with non-familial people oftentimes, if not most times, cause you to be closer to people who are not related to you than people who are. How many of y'all have friends that you say, man, I got a friend that's closer to my brother? Man, my girl's mama is closer to me than my mama. My boyfriend's sister is closer to me than my sister. You know, man, this dude over here treats me better than my brothers. You know, that happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, the blood part comes with a pact. A lot of times back in the day, and I'm talking about like millennia ago, a blood oath would be, you know, the joining of the blood. You have made a blood oath. You become blood brothers. You have a blood pact. That is what they call a covenant, right? Those blood pacts, those covenants, uh, oftentimes would weigh greater and heavier than any familial bond. Here's why: you chose it. You chose it. You choose your friends. You can't choose your family. I had no choice in the matter as to who I was related to. Uh, whoever was related to mass murderers and serial killers did not have a choice. Like, I don't, I don't know if Ted Bundy had a brother, but it's like, hey man, I didn't choose that motherfucker. He just, my mama had him, then he had me. You know what I'm saying? My mom and dad had two boys. You know, I don't know if Ted Bundy had a brother, but Ted Bundy had a mama. And his mama was like, I couldn't choose who came out of me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It ended up being Ted Bundy. You know? So that's what that means. You choose your friends. You make that pact. It may not be a blood oath anymore. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you choose your friends because there is a loyalty there. You choose your friends because there is a bond that you share. A lot of times that, I mean, like, look at soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Their bonds came on the battlefield. You know, my life was in jeopardy. You saved me, you know. Happens the same way in prison. You know, there are bonds that are formed from battle, right? It's like, I was about to get stabbed by 18 people, and my dude came over there and got to just slicing people up, tossed me a knife, that allowed me to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? Those types of things stick with you. You know, your family though. Again, you don't have a choice. So, yeah. That's all I got. That's all I got. What time is it? It is 8:58. That's what I'm talking about. All right. This is your first time tuning in to Nosebleed Opinionated. Welcome. If you've been rocking with the kid, man, welcome back. I appreciate you. This is an abbreviated show just because if I'm being completely transparent, I got better other stuff to do. It's stuff that's important. I ain't gonna say better. It's more important. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was, I don't know if that ripped the band-aid off any softer, but you know, I got important stuff I need to get done. You know what I'm saying? And taking an hour to come here and create some reels from the shit that I said over the course of an hour, you know what I'm saying? I can do without it. You know what I'm saying? It's things that I need to get done, you know, and I plan to do so. But there was things that occurred over the last hour that prompted me to go ahead and do this show. And I hope it's seen. And I hope it's understood. All right. Till next time, it's been your man, Scrap the Film Guru. And I appreciate everybody that tunes into the show, comments, watches the reels afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, IG, TikTok, especially YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's like 200 some odd videos on that mug. Start from the beginning and just work your way through over time, right? Do that. But till next time, tune in whenever you see the notification. Similar notorious time, similar notorious station. Nah, same station. The time is iffy. But yeah, till then, peace. I'm out.